G'day, good morning. We're going to look at the Moodle, the Richmond River High School Moodle, and have a look at what's happening with the Extension 1 Moodle. So first go to your search engine, search Richmond River High School, click on the Moodle tab, and then the Moodle logo. You need to log in with your username and password. I'll just log out. When you're at home you can have your username and password remembered, but I wouldn't do it in a school computer. Same as the DET one. No det New South Wales, just your name. And we're in maths. The courses you're enrolled in, by the way, appear at the front here. This is the ones that you have access to. And I'm going to just give you an overview of maths. So far, I haven't done anything to the junior courses. I have done a couple of things, as you can see. Created the titles and the syllabus links, but no content. Where I've been doing my work is with Extension 1 in the prelim, and I've got the topics covered to date with a little bit of work ahead, but because you can make them visible or invisible, it's quite easy just to work as you go. We turn editing on for a moment. You can see that I have these topics visible to the kids, and I have for geometry, say, resources that are available. Tail for kids is Tail for students you might be familiar with. They enter a code and perform a series of tasks. I have a list of videos like this one on the Richmond River High School YouTube channel, explaining how to access the resources, because sometimes kids don't understand or haven't ever used Tail for students. So I always have a link to a how-to or a help if I can. Another thing, in terms of tasks, I've found it really useful for having those kind of tasks that are perhaps more complicated or more time consuming and need a bit more contemplation than the classroom offers. Here's one for geometry. Town is split by a river. The green bits are land masses, obviously. Yellow bits are the bridges. You've got to plan a path that visits each land mass only once. And I'm asking the kids just to look at this problem with the eyes of a mathematician and think alternative solutions. It's an ancient problem that purportedly has no solution. But after looking at this mathematical theorem that's been transposed to a dance piece, I'm suggesting that kids might be able to rationalise the parts of this problem and change them to find part way to a solution. Something that's very hard to do in the classroom, but because the video is so long, and the kids view the image, consider the problem and the methodology used in the video, and then they attempt a creative solution. They can use any format to submit it, and nobody has submitted it. A bit disappointing, but I only put it up there the other day. Applets. You'd be familiar with how to put in content. Anyway, you can load any kind of content you want to the Moodle. It's really fantastic. You can have links, as I've done, or you can actually load. You can load the actual resources, which makes it like your own personalised library. I might need to install the Java update the Mac OS has just had a Java update, which I didn't do, so. But I'm not going to waste your time by showing you how to do that. What else have we got? Oh yeah, in the classroom, I can use it as a resource. So I just have the questions up on the screen, which is terrific. The kids can then attempt the questions, and if we don't get them done in class, they've always got them here. Past papers, so like I say, I've just been through all the past papers the last 10 years and pulled out questions related to the topic that we're doing at the moment. I asked them to download it so that they have a resource that's a great study tool. Let's have a look here. There it is there, circle geometry. No, yeah. So that's the actual HSC question. And yeah, it's pretty cool. What else do we use it for? Oh, a quiz. You can make a quiz. I'm really in love with this this aspect. You create your quiz bank. That's the bank of questions, and then you can select questions from that bank to include in a test. And if you have if you're able to generate in maths, say for example, we can generate algorithms that create an almost infinite number of questions. So the information you see here would be different for every single student, which is really, really good. And if they make nonsense answers, or make a serious attempt, or do something where they try to answer a question but don't quite get there, we're able to leave specific feedback to help them get on the way. So say for example they don't put in the percentage. Oh no, I'll put in the percentage one because otherwise it'll be a bit. Anyway, I won't go through and do the whole test. I'll just, can I submit and finish? No, I have to do the whole test because I've made the quiz compulsory and every answer compulsory. I'll just do this so I can show you the statistics. This is a minimum requirements quiz, so I've said that if you can do this stuff, then I'll get off your back. Because at the beginning of this basic arithmetic course, we should be able to do a couple of things in maths, as I'm sure there are in other topics. And so just to avoid those nagging conversations in the classroom, I just say keep doing this test until you get 100%, and then I won't hassle you anymore. Righto, so if we go back, you can see the student sees this. Well, if they're satisfied with their responses, they submit and finish. Once you submit, it's all over Red Rover, although you can obviously do this test again. I've made it so that they can do it as many times as they like. You get automatic feedback, so your responses are automatically graded, and you get feedback on them. Then you can go back and see, as the administrator, what the results are for the test. So if I just we can see that there's 5 kids. I don't know why he got that wrong. Oh, he didn't put in the units. He didn't give the correct unit. So the feedback they get specific and designed to encourage them to get the right answer. So it looks like you got 4 kids that probably need to do it again. Okay, so I don't know what was going on in their mind. They could have worked that out. I can leave specific. I can override an answer too. Say for example, 140. Well, that is actually right. I'll just give them some feedback. It's not quite right. So I'll give them a half. And next time they log in, they see that feedback and perhaps pay attention. Let's see what else we can do here. There we go. So I've set up a number of those tests. I'll show you our question bank. Here, I made a number of questions. When you're creating a question, it's so easy, it's not funny. There are a number of different questions. Multiple choice, true, false, essay questions, drag and drop. There's a huge number of options, and I've been keen on these calculated ones. Rachel scored 75. Now these numbers are obviously generated by the question, so they change for every attempt, but the words stay the same. Rachel scored 75 out of 80 in a test. What percentage did she score? Correct to 2 decimal places. So when I'm looking at editing a question like that, this is a different question, but you know what I mean. Number of people attending football match was A. That's a wild card. I can substitute in any value for that wild card, and the formula, the answer, just becomes a formula then. All I need to know is that G divided by 1 plus A times 10 times 100 is the answer. I can put in marks for unit handling, like if there was percentages or kilometres required. I could give it a fractional answer, a partial answer. Say, for example, if I was happy that they answered to 2 decimal places instead of 3. I can give hints, so as the student is attempting the question, they can have some hints. On the next page of using a question, you nominate the wildcards, which data set the wildcard would draw their answer from. I'm not synchronizing it with any other data set because I've just created too many data sets, and too many data sets spoil the broth. This one here, A, I'm asking for all values between 1 and 9, and G, which is a population figure, between blah blah blah. You generate tolerances, so you'll accept answers within a certain range, and then you create a new item and you can add up to 100 new items. So each wildcard is manifest in a set, if you like. This set is 8 and 47,369. That set is part of a number of sets, in this case 100 different sets. So from those sets I can choose 2% increase of that many people, 1% increase of that many people. You're going to have in this case 100 possible options. So for each time you reset the test, you can change the data set so that in subsequent years you're not going to have the same test given to the kids ever. And what else we got here? Where we go? Anyway, got lots of questions here. Many I organise them in subtopics. So if you've got a bunch of kids and you just want to teach them about absolute values and then test them on absolute values, you can do. So that is another good thing about Moodle. We're running to about 15 minutes. That's quite a long time. I'm sorry to waste this much of your day. I won't do any more, but you see how I'm using it, and have a great day.